Kenya without proper and adequate preparation was because of conflict of interest. There is a system, a management system for the SHIF program that is costing 104 billion Kenya shillings. That is the gist. That is money that people are taking, people in government. More than 80% of that money will go to people's pockets. The NHIF had proposed that they only needed 700 million to upgrade their system, to manage the health system. Okay? So what has happened because of this corruption? There's a nation called Jayesh. He's the one who is behind this thing. He works with Adani on behalf of people in government. Because of that, the program was rushed without being thought through. There are people who are owed money by NHIF. Nobody talked to them. We just migrated to a new program without thinking through what it is. When we were campaigning, we had promised the people of Kenya that the ordinary Kenyans who are paying 500 shillings, we will take it to 300. What has happened is that nobody can afford this system, and the system itself is not working. So, a government that cannot have a working health system, I'm actually happy to be out of this government. I would be very embarrassed if I was deputy president. Today, I would be very embarrassed. When I meet old women and they ask me, you are the deputy president, we had a working health system before you took over. 2 years down the line, the system has collapsed. What are you? Who are you? I will be very embarrassed. In fact, sometimes I sleep here, I wake up at night, I'm happy I'm not deputy president. Because I would not know what to explain to the people.
Okay.
So, we are having a crisis of monumental proportions in terms of our health system. And I really feel for the people of Kenya. I don't know what will happen. Now that the private hospitals are withdrawn from the system and people are paying through their pay slip and they cannot access health care, what do? I was talking to some policemen today as I came from Nyeri, and they saw me on the road and they said, Afandi, we support you. We are complaining even more than ordinary Kenyans. We cannot access health care. The teachers are complaining. You know, the teachers had a good medical system with some hospitals. And a decision was made to remove the insurance so that it's given to some hospitals owned by that Asian called Jayesh. Today, teachers are going to hospital, they cannot access medical care. Everybody is crying. The whole country is in tears. And it's just 2 years down the line, you know. And I looked at, I saw after the AUC, I saw a fellow who works for the National Intelligence Service, an MCA from Nairobi here, called Alai. He wrote a big post trying to blame President Uhuru Kenyatta that he is the one who campaigned Raila Odinga at the AU.
Okay.
I want to tell those people of Ruto and ODM to leave Uhuru Kenyatta alone. Uhuru Kenyatta was president. His project did not go through. He conceded. He handed over power.
Yeah, right.
2 years down the line, you cannot keep on blaming him for every problem in Kenya.
Really?
Even when Raila Odinga does not succeed in AU, you blame President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Mr. Gachagua,
President Uhuru Kenyatta left.
Let me reel you in. Back to, away from Uhuru Kenyatta, because we've talked about that. Let's talk about solutions. If Kenyans are to trust you with the leadership of this country, what would you do different?
First and foremost, Rogers, governance is about the people. The first thing you do if you want to govern well is to listen to the people and never assume them. Had we listened to the stakeholders in the health sector, we will not be in the hole we are in. The first thing we will do when we form government is to call the stakeholders and listen to them. And the people of Kenya, my brother, are very knowledgeable. We have an abundance